Hello and welcome to A Brit Reacts to Bollywood. I want to wish you all a wonderful day. Namaste, Assalamu Alaikum, Sat Sri Akal Ji, Vanakkam, all the greetings to you and yours wherever you are around the world. I've been enjoying Caravan immensely. I think it's such a talented group of people who made it, and it's one of those fortuitous kind of films that everything came together. I've seen a couple of new posters for it. And look at this, just gorgeous, like so cheeky, especially for that time period, late 60s, early 70s. And we have some other really interesting collage style posters for this. Here's an interesting synopsis. When Sunita's husband tries to kill her, she escapes and tries to reach a friend in Bangalore. Penniless, she unwittingly joins a travelling gypsy caravan and falls in love with the driver Mohan. And of course, we saw last week another song where Aruna Irani's character desperately tries to woo, tempt, charm Jeetendra's character Mohan. We have ASHA Parekh crying from the bottom of her heart about her own yearning for Mohan, but she's unable to address the fact that she's under an assumed name, she's pretending to be somebody else, and she's running away from killers. It's a lot to deal with. And I want to look at the song DAIYA YEH KAHAN PHASI. Let's see what we think. This is apparently a bit more of a comedic one. A performance on a stage with ASHA Parekh. Oh, that's funny.
जल्दी से कोई गाना मुझे नहीं आता। तुम्हारे गांव में कोई तो गाता होगा। होली का गाना आता है। चलेगा। होली आई रे। नहीं चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा, नहीं चलेगा। दिवाली का गाना चलेगा। चलेगा, चलेगा। घर घर में दिवाली है मेरे। नहीं। और क्या गाऊं? कोई चालू चीज गाओ। चालू चीज।
I need to know the lyrics to this.
दैया ये मैं कहाँ फंसी, हल्दी फंसी, कैसी फंसी, तो न आवे रुचि, पापे बचा लो कसी। दैया ये मैं कहाँ फंसी, हरे फंसी, कैसी फंसी, तो न आवे
Nice. Yeah. Wow. This is utterly chaotic. I love it. Such expressive face and eyes. A lot of side characters, literally and figuratively. Right. Oh my gosh, this is so good. A lot of choreography. This is so unusual. Wow, what a film! What a shot. Escalation. Okay. Look at this quality of footage. Especially for 1971. So funny. I say what a film because this is the same film that we have an incredibly charismatic performance by Helen for Monica, Pia tu Abduaja, and we've got this, and we've got other sequences with Aruna Irani, which are just, you know, you have the sort of excellent version of a stage performance, and then you have a sort of chaotic version of a stage performance, which is actually incredibly skillfully put together. And you have all of these side characters with physical comedy, with people being injured by sacks of things and falling through walls and things like that, and chickens flying everywhere. The amount of choreography and work that it must have taken, and time for them to sequence all of this and to film it properly is incredible. And the main performers, Jeetendra and Asha Parekh, are incredible in their physical ability to maintain a performance through all of this. Just watch them, and they make it so energized and look like it's so spontaneous. That is a mark of a great actor performer. I have to also, of course, mention the cinematography, which is fantastic. The lighting, the set, the angles. There's so many stage performances in these Bollywood films. You have the audience very sedately watching, but you just have the idea that the performance is being watched by another level of performance in the audience on the screen. In this, they physically enter the audience. The boundaries between the audience and the performers collapse, and you have a very chaotic form of performance. And I know that we saw this in another sequence with Amitabh Bachchan, late 80s, with the song Jumma, where they have this incredibly raucous audience and they perform through and around the audience. But this is 1971 and they're doing it in such a charming, beautiful way. Now, I have to say, somebody mentioned I didn't praise Asha Bhosle's singing in the last song. Asha Bhosle sung for this, and it was, again, as every song she does, a stellar performance. And I should have mentioned it, but I was so overwhelmed, and it's the first initial reaction I do to every song in these videos. So sometimes I don't mention the voice, or sometimes I might forget something that is part of a list of a whole load of things that I might have seen and appreciated. But her performance is so powerful, particularly in the last song, the way it shifts from the first half to the second half. And in this, it escalates her pitch, the desperation, the pacing of it, and it perfectly complements the performance, because the whole thing is an escalation. You know, these villainous characters enter the audience. I can see, you know, it's an escalation of the plot. She's trying to maintain a character and an energy through this performance as a gypsy stage performer, but then it becomes more and more chaotic because they're not able to maintain the performance on the stage. Things start to collapse. They're physically entering the audience, and then you have the villains coming in. So her desperation is increased constantly, and I like that level of tension. And I think we also saw that in Jewel Thief with Vijayanthamala, that level of tension constantly escalating before the explosion where there's a gunshot and they try to steal some jewels. There's a few things going on there, is what I'm saying. And Asha Parikh absolutely navigates it beautifully. She's not ever in control. And that for the audience is a wonderful journey to be on with her, because we're not in control. And we know we're rooting for her. We're desperate for her to maintain that tiny level of just being ahead of events. And it's great because she's completely out of her comfort zone, and she's trying desperately to survive and to entertain the audience. Jeetendra is wonderful. He's also trying to maintain a charade, and you can see that he's out of his comfort zone as a character. The lyrics. Okay, here's a rough translation. Oh God, where have I gotten stuck? Alas, I got stuck. How did I get stuck? I don't feel like crying nor like laughing. Father, save me, please. Oh God, where have I gotten stuck? Alas, I got stuck. How did I get stuck? I don't feel like crying nor like laughing. Father, save me, please. Ha ha, la 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 la. Everyone is seeing, ogling me. Where do I go? When I ran the chair over there toppled, a black hen flew over there where, oh Ram, God, what is this time to meet? I got one look that was so strange that I can't stay standing for a moment. It was like a needle that pricked my body. Alas, it pricked. How did it prick? The thing is, so much of Bollywood, it can be glamorous. And performances, I think particularly in the modern era, can be more glamour-centric and sort of Hollywood-like. But what's really appealing, I think, to an audience is the idea of a very down-to-earth travelling entertainment troupe where you have real, authentic community theatre performances and stages, people literally living among chickens and eggs and bags of food and things like that, as part of the set, as part of their environment, and an audience of people who are evidently working people, physically working people who want to be entertained. The idea of bringing that onto the big screen, I think, is more appealing as a story. And I think the whole concept of somebody escaping to join a travelling troupe of gypsies, potentially people who are kind of more socially excluded, you might say, not with a fixed home, is a really interesting and appealing underdog kind of story. And I think Asha Parikh really seems, from what I've seen in the videos, in the songs, to traverse that, to cross that barrier. Aruna Irani really embodied it in her performances. She's such an earthy, physical, sensual and lovable character and performer on the screen. And Asha Parikh is us crossing over from someone desperate to escape killers to adapting and having to change and transform to save her life. And I think that's really appealing. The fact that she falls in love with the driver of the caravans as well is an additional aspect. It's like a love story on top of an adventure thriller. I can get why, and just the quality of the footage, of the cinematography, of the performances, of the music. I get why it was such a huge classic in Indian cinema. Is there anything that I'm missing? The initial sequence of this video had dialogue that I can't find, but the lyrics here are really simple, straightforward, and entertaining. It's like she's literally commentating on the collapse of the stage performance in real time through the song. It's really interesting, and Asha Bhosle is beautiful, as always, in these films. Let me know anything else I should know about this song, but I love it. I really appreciate you all. I am your Brit Reacting to Bollywood. Have a wonderful week. Please give the feedback in the comments. I want to know what you think about it. Chin chin, cheerio.